Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a two-part video at least. The what you're looking at is this is a an SL and the climate control about 7 months ago went dead, the light, but the AC still works. So I need to take this out, and for the past 6 months, I have not been able to figure out how to actually remove it because I didn't want to take the dash out and stuff. So 3 days ago, luckily, I found a video that was posted about 3 weeks prior. So the gentleman gives a lot of explanation as to how to remove it. So in the description, I will just put his information so you guys can also subscribe and watch his video. So how this thing works, and according to him and what he did, he first he removed the vent. Okay, that's the part that I had problem understanding. So this has to come first of all. This whole thing has to come out, but before you take this whole thing out, you have to remove the vent, then the radio, okay, and then the climate control. But there is a control box underneath the climate control that needs to be removed first. So you can remove the radio first and then this second, but it doesn't matter. I will start with the vent. Well, I started to remove the vent, but I was having some issues because I risk breaking the vents themselves. But the bracket, like I said, you have to remove the vents, then the brackets. The reason you have to remove the vents because the bracket is held by 4 clips in the inside, and you have to remove the clips first. So I skipped that part and I went straight to the removing the radio. Okay, so I decide to take the radio out, and this is an aftermarket radio, so it shouldn't be too hard. I'm using this little nylon tool here, and you see it's easy to come out because I've taken this out many times and not all the clips are there. Okay, and you see how it is. And then there were two little tabs, one on each side, but they broke off. Okay, put that in the back. And then you see there are missing screws, one here. So this one is missing, this one is missing. Okay, it's because I've already messed with this. Now, remember, when you're doing this, you need to disconnect the battery, the radio. All right, second screw. Okay, second screw is out. So there are 4, but only 2 are in the vehicle, and that's the aftermarket radio, but it still has the bracket from the original radio. And wires are not long enough. Let me show you. Okay, remove the antenna. You know, you can see, okay, the radio antenna was right here, and then those are not connected to anything. Okay, that's the radio plug. Remove it. So that's my aftermarket radio, and this is for you can see you can play video in this thing. You can do a lot. So anyway, and radio antenna here, and then that's the cable. Okay, so next I'm going to attempt to remove this, but to let you know, you see this box here, that it has to come out before you take the climate control out. And you underneath you see a screw on the left, and I don't know if you can see the one on the right, but that's one of the screws that hold this. But before you can actually remove the controller box, and then you see the cable, you can actually remove the cables from disconnect the cable right now, the cables, the wires, but you don't have to, because once you free up the box, the controller box, then yeah, you'll be able to remove the cables better. But now let me see if I can loosen up the bolts here, and there are two more bolts on the controller box that are hidden behind this radio, and I'm going to try to see if I can avoid taking these out, because I may not have to. First, let me go ahead and remove the side, this little side skirts here. You see, that's one. Put it in the back. And two. See, a little bit brittle. That's fine. Okay, so I remove them, and then inside here, here you can see inside there is a screw, and that's to hold. And on this side there's also one too in the inside. Now, you know something, I believe that I'm gonna have to remove the screen, this part here, the vent, because on top there's a screw. There are one on the side, two, and then one in the middle. So unless if I break it off, it depends. But let me go ahead and remove the screws. And first casualty here, there was a that bolt that was inside here. See where it came out of? And even though this tip has magnet, but it managed to hit this part here as I was pulling it out, and then it fell inside here, which is not a big deal because I have other screws. So now I'm gonna try to take this one out and a little bit be more careful. All right, so you see where the screw is stuck. I'm gonna try to save it. Okay, and see here, I'm gonna try to save it and take it. Now you see how this thing is free up, but there is that screw up here that hold it. So that's why according to the guy, many of these things, climate controls that he received for repair, they all have that broken screw up there, because the people don't remove this, and that's a lot of work up here. So I'm gonna see maybe if I can just go ahead and snap it, break it, because it's not a big issue. Because those two screws, one here, are enough to hold on to this thing, to hold it tight. But remember, I said there's that controller box at the bottom that also needs to be replaced, taken out. But the screws are visible after you remove this here or loosen it up. Well, I lost the screw, fell down, but that's okay. That's okay. I have all the screws. Again, this one here is like I said, it's holding up here by a big screw. But this this box here, it's holding by two screws, one that can only be accessed. You see, that's the first one, and the top, the other one is right above it. See, right above it. Oh, there we go. You see it? You see that? See the bottom one and the top one? So that means that the radio, you see, when you move the radio, then you'll see it. So it's the same for this side. So let me see. I don't want to break this, but I might have to, because I don't want to mess with this thing here. Okay, folks, I realized it wasn't worth the trouble removing the vent and in the process and break these things here because I don't have any replacements. So what I did, okay, I jiggle this a little bit. I jiggle it, and where as a result the top screw up there broke because it was attached in the little plastic cap. When I take this out, you will see. And so now I see it moves around. So now I have access. Well, managed to remove the two screws over here and one over here, and I have the third one need to do. But the hardest part would be putting the screws back. But it's no big deal. Okay, I'm removing the last screw. Anyway, all the screws are. Let me show you. Ashy hands. All the screws are like this, so they are replaceable. Okay. Plus two screws on each side hold the control box. I call it control box. But when I'm putting this thing back together, only one on each side is enough. But remember, when this car was putting together at the factory, they didn't have the dash. Okay, you have to understand, we are doing the reverse here. They didn't have the dash wasn't on when AC was putting together. They all put this thing was together first, and then they will put the dash on it. So now here's the moment of truth. Okay. Okay, all the screws are removed. Now let me see how you take this out. You see this one comes out. Okay, you gotta turn it around. Okay. Okay. All right. So showing you. See, these are the cable we looked at for the bottom. So basically, that's the proper way to remove them. And it looks like they are different. They're different sizes, and I don't need to mark them. So this one would only fit here, here, and here. All right. So I'm going to mark them anyway, and then the AC and the AC control will come out. All right, so I'm removing these easy because they have a little tab on the back, and also I put the label. I don't have to, but it's just for my peace of mind. Okay, this is the box. What is it called? Auto AC controller. Oh, that's probably okay. How it's called? See, auto AC controller. Maybe that's probably why the technician asked for this. It's probably why they asked for it. Now, as you can see, the bolts are removed. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe I broke this off, or it was already like that. I don't know. But you see the screws talking about, one here on the side, and here. But you know, when I'm putting this back, if I can only put one on each side, that would be enough. It'll be enough. I'm not going to mess with this. There's no reason to. Now let's see how I can take it out. And easy. See, it goes down. You gotta make sure don't break anything. You see, it has its own controller also cable. See, it has its own cable, but they don't need to be marked because they are different sizes. That's pretty good. See, this one is bigger, this one is smaller. So this one, it will fit here, but that one won't fit here. So now you cannot miss them. You cannot mess up here unless you want to. So let me go ahead and remove the tab, disconnect them. All right, this is the way it looks right now. You see I labeled everything because I don't know how long it will take to get the radio fixed. No, sorry, not radio, the AC, the climate control. And I didn't take this one out. That's good. It saved me time. All right, this is it, my friend. And what you just saw, that's the process of taking the AC controller out, and this has to come out as well. Now, I skipped the vent. The vent area, that's you have to remove it in order to have to gain access to that bolt here. See the 3, 1, 2, okay, 2 and 3. But this is very insignificant because in trying to remove the vent, I risk breaking it. So why not breaking this instead? Because it's not going to be seen. And so what I'm going to do next is the next part of the video, I'm going to open this and see maybe if there is a blown something in there. If it's something I can fix, I have solder, a soldering kit, and I can do that myself. And but if I can't, I will send it to an expert. And I see they advertise on eBay about $99 or $100 to fix the AC controller. So now I know when I'm ready to put this thing back together, this will go first and this will go second. Thanks for watching and expect another video. I don't know when, but whenever I find out how to fix this, or if it's fixed, then I will post the next video. This one was about taking this out. Thank you.